Guys, I had a real problem, a real big problem. Every day I would walk outside and go to school, and there was a surprise waiting for me. Let me be clear. I would love this surprise, or this, or this, or especially this. Those are all good surprises, but no, it had to be this. This happened every day for a month. I need to catch this guy somehow. Maybe I could hire some ninjas. I could put them all over the yard and catch anyone leaving surprises. But I wouldn't hire these kinds of ninjas. I would get the spooky kind of ninjas, maybe ninjas with lightsabers. But I can't afford that kind of thing. And besides, ninjas are notoriously messy, and that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. But I just couldn't take it anymore, so I called the police. They said that they couldn't catch the guy unless I provided some relevant facts with supporting details. How am I going to do that? I need to get someone to hide out in the yard and watch to see who's doing this. I needed somebody who I could trust, someone small, someone who can go undetected. I turned to my most trusted friend, Smalls the cat. Smalls was smaller than a normal cat, with only one good eye. I didn't know if he'd be the best guy for the job, with little to no depth perception, but he tells me, forget about it, I'm your guy, nobody gets past me, nobody. So with that, Smalls waited by the door all day. He went out in the yard, he waited under the bush, in the tree, in the other tree, in the next bush, on the roof, in the flower pot. He even left his own little surprise by that bush over there. He said he would clean it up. He never did. The next day, Smalls delivered the news. Yep, I saw him, he said. Okay, so what does he look like? It's a guy with a dog, Smalls said. Okay, tell me more. What does he look like? What does the dog look like? I don't know. The dog is scary and the guy is normal looking. How should I know? I only got one good eye and no depth perception. And heck, I can't even see in colors. Now scratch my back and give me some food. I've been out all night and I'm tired. I realized I was going to need some more help if I was ever going to get some relevant facts with supporting details. I was going to need someone who's a good observer, who watches things maybe for a living. I needed a professional. I needed Jingles the elf. Jingles and I sat down to discuss the situation. How can I help you? Jingles asked. I need some relevant facts and supporting details for the story I have to give the police. In order to catch this joker leaving surprises in my yard, I'm going to have something good. Say no more, Jingles said. I know just the guy. My cousin Jangles is the best at this sort of thing. Well, I was hoping to hire you. You know, you being a professional and all. Nonsense, Jingles said. Jangles is the best. Besides, I'm more of an inside guy. Jangles takes care of things outside of the house. If you know what I mean. I didn't know what he meant. There were no supporting details. He could mean anything. I don't want any messes, I told Jingles. No problem, he tells me. So we sign a contract and make sure that we agree that Jingles provides relevant facts and supporting details in exchange for a cup of marshmallows. The next day, Jangles comes over to the house. I told Jangles, I thought you were going to be a little smaller, you know, like Jingles. Nope, he says in a bellowing voice. I'm his big cousin. I handle all the outside stuff. He's more of an inside guy. Aren't people going to see you? Jingles laughs and says, don't worry about it. I have a cloaking device. You won't see a thing. Sure enough, the next day I sat down with Jingles. So Jingles, do you have the relevant facts and supporting details that I need? He says, that depends if you have the stuff. Yep, it's right here. Let's talk. Okay, Jingles says. So there's this guy coming every morning around 10. He's leaving a surprise for you. Tell me about the guy. Okay, says Jingles. There's this guy and he's wearing a hat. I ask, is it an adjustable hat? No, it's one of those hats you can pull on. Okay, so what color is it? Gray, says Jingles. So is this like one of those gray knitted hats you pull on? No, says Jingles, it's actually a gray fur hat like you see the Russians wear in the winter. And he's wearing a black coat as well. And he's always wearing blue pajama pants with brown slippers. He walks down the sidewalk with his long brown, black, and white dog. It's a long dog with those little baby legs, really weird. But he walks his dog down to your yard, he leaves a surprise for you, and then he and the dog run away. Thank you, Jingles. These are the relevant facts and supporting details that I need for my story to the police. So right away I call the police up and provide the relevant facts and supporting details that they need to apprehend the man leaving the surprises. And now that he's caught, due to the relevant facts and supporting details, I can look forward to a clean yard and only good surprises.